ahead.
Great, mate. We had our fears at the start of the game. We sort of tried to stay confident with it, but as that game went on, them fears came to fruition, mate, and we kind of showed our colours in the end, didn't we?
Can I just say, the first half I thought we played really well. I think Fred got further forward and we surprised him. And what I did notice was, and I really, this is really where the positivity ends. We kept the momentum going pretty much until we gave the goal away, and we had a warning with the.
Does that show you the mentality of this squad now, though? That they're okay keeping that momentum going while we're in the game, but when we go behind or the chips are down again, the big stage got too much for them, and we sort of went to second half, played scared again, didn't we?
Yeah, it again. People like an analogy on the United stand. It was a bit like we got a puncture on the Princess Parkway, and we run out. We had nowhere left to go when we reached the Mancunian Way. I know you've actually said it. The substitutions actually made us worse, if that were possible.
Yeah, you'd have thought. So let me read through this for you, mate. Here now. So you got 2 World Cup winners coming on off the bench.
Yeah.
You've got a Champions League winner coming off the bench. You've got Edison Cavani, one of the greatest goal scorers of all time, up there in European football, and we get worse. Now, that to me, that's a red flag straight away, mate. But out of them 5 substitutions, you've got born and bred Marcus Rashford, Pogba, Cavani. The only other 2, middle-aged midfielder in Matic, middle-aged attacking midfielder in Matri. We're talking about being a coach. The only ones that really come off there with any sort of credit out of that. It tells you everything you need to know. Yeah, the
2 old guys, and Mata briefly gave us something with a left foot from the right hand side, which was, and it was an act of desperation, and you could see that really with the fact that he put 3 on. He made the 3 substitutions at once, and we knew he had 5, but the kindest thing I could say was a couple of players that came off probably were still carrying either knocks or were still being looked at in terms of, you know, having COVID or whatever.
Being kind now, aren't you, Graham?
All of our weaknesses were exposed for everybody to see in the second half. Now, we know about European referees. I'm not going to give Manchester United an out here. They were played with for long parts of the second half. Atletico showed they had pedigree. They're not Atalanta, they're not Villarreal, they're a grade above. They might have had a poor season, but they could still play without Correa and without Suarez, and they did more than enough to actually see that game off.
Yeah, without even challenging David De Gea in the second half, they looked comfortable, didn't they, mate?
Yeah, they're really cute on the ball. And I know on television, it makes it sound like I'm having a go at people for not being here, and I'm not. But there are periods where they play the ball, they get the body into positions where they can only be fouled, and it's almost like poetry. And I know we don't like it, but they're very good at. They're experts at it. They're absolute experts at it.
School tonight, mate. It's not the only time this season we've been done by a better manager, with players that listen to that manager, that have a system in place. That's key. We don't have a system here. It's going to take a lot of work. Is now the time to get this manager sorted? Ten Hag's gone out tonight with Ajax, surprisingly. Is it time now United just acted like a big club and gone, right, let's just put something in place now for the summer? Because
can I ask you
a lot of time, mate.
Well, can I ask you a question?
GK, yeah, go on then.
And I'll put this out there. Does anybody think that Ralph is going to stay and go upstairs? I'm having my doubts. I think he's walking out of the door, whether it's voluntarily or not.
Mate, that could be the best thing that ever happened, mate, because it will show this club up for what it really is. And then if no one wants to come, we may stay out of Europe. The Glazers may end up getting their comeuppance, because this team, this club, needs to fall further, in my opinion, before it can get back to where it needs to, and that is not being in Europe and losing a lot of money. We're just going to have to suffer along with it, mate, I'm afraid.
Well, at some point, they're going to have to appoint, and this is partly their issue. They have to appoint somebody who takes the football side out of their hands. They were blessed. They had 2 administrators and a manager and a chief executive who they could let run it while they were siphoning money out.
Yeah.
Now that they have to make decisions that they're not comfortable with, that they're naked. Yeah. It's the emperor's new clothes, and we are. This is part 777 with this, and you're looking for a silver bullet who will come in and somebody that they can believe in and leave to do the stuff that they know about. And there's with everybody that's available, they all have a structure behind them, or they have faults. So it's likely to get worse before it gets better.
Definitely agree with that, Graham, mate. Sad night for the Reds, but cheers for coming on as always, mate.
Enjoy your tea.
Thank you.